I have a friend who has a foot fetish, and he specifically likes small feet with French tips.
Whoa, does he pay for it?
The fetish goes further, obviously.
Oh, tell me. Sorry, babe.
He's definitely said, bro. My friend Kate and I have questions.
Yeah.
Go for it.
What? Small feet and French tips, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to be petite. They can't be no like Bigfoot.
Oh, I love it. Wait a second. I have questions. So, one, do you pay for the French tips?
I do not.
Interesting. So someone already has to have like them done. Like somebody has to get them done regularly.
No. I mean, either that or I will ask them to get French tips.
Ooh, and you don't pay for them if you ask?
Let's put it this way. I got options.
You got options?
All right.
What do you mean you got options?
She's not settling. She's not settling.
I don't have to pay for it. I've never. That's a very interesting question. I've never had to pay for French tips.
We were wondering about that. Okay.
That's interesting.
You suck on them, yeah?
Of course.
Bless.
Is that part of foreplay, or do you go from like?
Dude. I don't. Nah, that's no foreplay for me, man. It's just
really.
It's simultaneous penetration and sucking toes.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, It can't be that bad. 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 Wow, we're doing it. Okay, that's recording. That's recording.
Sick.
All right.
I love that these swivel.
Yeah, you look like a swiveler.
I am. Mama.
I feel like if you had an office job.
Oh, God, I'd be swiveling all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you were the type of kid that would ask people while you're in an office chair to spin you as fast as you could.
Oh, I used to ask my siblings that with my dad's office chair. I'd be like, spin me. And I was so small, they'd be like,
and that's why you love alcohol as much as you do now, huh? You're just like, how can I get that feeling?
How can I get that rush?
Yeah, and how can it last longer?
I want to feel like I'm going to puke at any minute, but I'm on fire.
Have you ever slapped the bag? Do you know what I mean when I say slap the bag?
Yes, I know what you mean. No, I haven't.
Do you ever want to slap the bag?
Not really.
Okay, well, too bad. On this show,
we're going to slap the bag
Welcome
tonight.
to Bag Slappers. Right here, we just have a bunch of wine bags.
Slap that bag, brother.
Do you understand how it goes?
No, but so here's the context of how I know what slap the bag means. It's,
Okay.
Do you know the comedian Kathy Griffin?
Yes.
Yeah. So Kathy Griffin has this continual like truth joke. I call it truth joke because I'm like, she's not joking. She's being serious, but we're laughing.
Uh-huh.
And it's basically about how her mom is obsessed with boxed wine, like loves boxed wine.
There are people out there that actually love boxed wine.
And she would literally tell Kathy when it got to the end of the bag, she's like, slap the bag, Kathy, slap the bag, slap the bag. I'm probably doing Kathy Griffin's mom's voice so wrong. But
I'm picturing it
slap
perfectly.
the bag, Kathy, slap the bag. And she'd slap the bag. So like, and then at parties, obviously, like kids would do that in college and shit. And I'd be like, oh, that's like from Kathy Griffin. And they're like, what?
Oh, that's your only point of reference.
Yeah.
Not actual college parties or anything like that?
No.
Well, because so like basically I'm a bag slapper. I'm like
Bag
a grade
slapper.
A bag slapper here.
Motherfucker over here.
When I was going to Davis, I would get Franzia, the boxed wine, and I would take it out the box.
Yes.
And then there's like a spout on there, like a nozzle
Yeah.
right, with a button. And then you walk
And
around
you chug.
and you ask people like, hey, you want to slap the bag? And people are just like, hell yeah, dude.
Shit, okay.
And then
I definitely have slapped the bag.
And so you put your
I
mouth
just thought
to
it meant like, like at the end of the bag, slap the bag. Because there's still some leftovers.
You don't have to finish it.
Oh my God, that's Kathy Griffin's mom.
That's a deep cut. That's like slapping the bag to get the residual wine from first of all, I've never seen an empty wine bag. And if you have seen an empty wine bag, please call for help.
I have, but like that's because I make sangria at work. And we make it with bagged wine.
But it's not like you drank it to completion.
No.
So when that happens, you have to say you have to count okay, drink until 10, right? And everyone's supposed to count to 10.
Okay.
But the trick is that you stay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7, and you keep repeating 7
I see.
until
So
this
it's
person
like,
can just not get anymore.
It's like in Kim's King's Cup, where you do the waterfall thing, but like the first person just chugs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's torture. I love doing that to people.
Hi. Oh, you love? Are you the person that can just chug a lot?
Uh-huh.
No, this is you. This is you. You're the person that doesn't actually drink. You just have it up to your mouth and you're faking.
No. I chug.
You
I
chug?
can chug. Like, my coworkers, I work at a tap room right now, and we can get a shifty if we want after work. And on Thursdays, I get a shifty because it's my Monday.
Are you saying, wait, a shifty is a cute way to say like an additional
a shift drink?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh. I've never.
But like you
worked
can't
it.
have it like on the clock. You have to wait till you're off. You can't go up and make it yourself. You have to wait till after you're off the clock and ask someone who's on the clock, hey, when you get the chance, can you make me a shifty? And it's like just one drink.
Okay.
So it's like, and we don't have hard liquor. So it's just wine or beer. So, but lately I've been getting a stein of our Oktoberfest beer, which is this. I have it with me.
Shout out to where you work.
Shout out to Rose's Tap Room. I have their Oktoberfest beer right now. They're a sweet, like, local tap room in Oakland, Temescal, on Telegraph, and I work there as a bartender / just general, like, waitress, that kind of stuff.
Are you a good bartender, would you say?
I would say I'm doing okay where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Like, I just started getting on bar more, and it is not it's very similar to coffee. I would say that the pacing is a little faster, but everything is relatively the same. You just have to get into the groove.
Walk me through it. Let's improvise it. Let's say like I'm a customer.
Okay.
First time at a brewery.
Okay.
Don't know what I want.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm not necessarily rude. I'm just like I'm just like dumb. Let's just say I'm a dumb, ignorant.
That's not rude.
Okay, let's say, but let's be okay. Hi, I first time. I just turned 21.
Oh wow! Let me see your. Can I? Okay, wait a second. Let's start over. I need to get into like the workout.
You have to get into character as what you are at work. Okay.
Okay. Wait.
Do you guys have a bell on your door? No. Okay.
No, wait. Okay, hold on.
Is it creaky? Do you guys need WD-40?
Just walk in, the doors open.
It's not the two wooden.
No, we do. We have two like doors, but one's always closed and one's always open.
So no need for a sound effect.
No. Okay, wait a second. I don't know why I felt like I needed to drink.
That was a good chunk. Yeah, it looks like you prioritized the seltzer over me in front of you. So.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Since I'm just I can't push a door open. You're just gonna hear hard denim.
Just.
Hello there, Miss.
Hi, welcome in.
Hi, I just turned 21. Me and my friends here are celebrating. We all just turned 21. It's
wow.
crazy. All 7 of us have the
God.
same birthday.
Wow, that's great. Like, yeah, let me just see your IDs real quick.
Okay, here it's the vertical one because I just.
Okay, yeah, let me just look at this real quick. Okay. Okay, good. You're good.
Thank you.
And then the rest of your friends?
They're all sober.
Oh, so none of them are drinking with you? It's just going to be you?
Me, yeah.
Oh, okay. No worries. What can I get for you?
I don't know.
Whoa. Okay. Well, welcome in. Here's our menu.
Thank you.
The front has beers. The second page has our kind of like mixed drinks. We're hard alcoholic. So like it's just basically like we have a shandy, a michelada, we have spritzes.
What's a michelada?
Michelada? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. It is basically kind of similar to like a Bloody Mary where it's like has like tomato mixer.
It's like a savory drink.
Yeah, it's a savory drink.
I don't feel like eating when I'm drinking though, because that's the one where they put like a turkey leg in the drink sometimes, right?
I mean, if you're at a festival, yes.
Okay, no on the michelada for me. What's the difference between these three, and can I sample all three of them?
Yes, you can sample all three of them.
Okay.
And the difference is this one is West Coast IPA.
Don't know what that means.
Basically, it means it's piney. It tastes very like piney, tart. It is very refreshing. This one is a hazy IPA, which means it looks hazy in color, and it can be fruity at times. It's
just the look that makes it hazy? That's it?
Well, also the ingredients that go into it. That's what makes it hazy.
Okay. Let's get out this scene.
Okay.
Good job at being very patient. I was trying to not be rude, but I was trying to be like a little difficult, right?
Oh, I mean, I guess. Like, I'm just like, la, 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 la.
Yeah, like you're fine. You're like, I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid regardless. It doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't matter. I'll answer your questions. What drink do you want?
What's the worst kind of person to like walk into your shop?
Oh, God. Someone who... I don't know. Like, I've never really had the worst kind of person to walk in was this dude who tried to hit on me.
Oh.
Yeah, like, but...
How'd he try to hit on you?
Oh, man. I was 19 at the time.
Oh, wow.
He was like 30-something.
Wow.
He was he was a regular customer at
a regular predator is what it was.
That's
crazy. Got it.
Wipe.
You're so dumb. Wipe in that scene.
See, crazy predator.
What did he say?
He basically like sprawled out on the like 3 chairs.
Oh,
that
God.
were
If you're using the word
it
sprawl.
was sprawled out like this. Like he was like,
oh, super confident. He brought man spreading to a other level.
So, John, my boss at the time, fuck you, John, sorry. Anyways, John, my boss at the time, he was like, John told me that you were like 16.
What?
And I was like,
this guy's a predator.
And I was like, no, I'm actually, yeah, that's a joke. I'm actually 19. Not much better.
Not much better. He's just like,
and he was like, oh, okay. Yeah, like you're really cute. And I was like, I'm sorry. You just thought I was 16 years old, bro. And it was a thing. Anyways, I texted my boss, John. He came over and like, it was okay. But it was just definitely one of those moments where I was like,
holy shit.
What just happened?
I've just not recently, but I guess I'm getting more and more aware. I'm pretty oblivious when people
hit on you?
Yes.
Same girl.
But that was as obvious as it gets. If someone's putting their foot on the counter.
Oh, okay. No, he was like literally on the. No, he was just like across 3 chairs. Like
what a dick.
It was so wild. I was like, I'm sorry. Like, why?
But I don't know when I'm getting hit on. But like, I went to San Francisco like last month, and I went to like this karaoke bar.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, I think foreign older women like me to the point where they say, you know, one girl, and I'm oblivious. This means they're hitting on me hard for me to find out. And I felt so objectified.
Like, wait, how old?
Dude, like dusty old. Like they were cracking.
Like Mother Gothel falling off the tower, turning into dust.
Yeah. It's like 52. If I were to put like a good
old. Oh my
old.
God, that's not dusty.
It's like dusty enough. Like for at least,
like,
I don't know.
I don't take care of myself, 52?
Maybe 52 and doesn't know what moisturizer to use.
That's what I don't take care of myself means.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't take care of herself.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I was like at the bar and they said, excuse me, can I get by? And I'm already moving, but they took it upon themselves to kind of take my body, you know, like try to touch my shoulders.
Excuse me. Like, I hate it when they do that.
Move to my chest. They moved to my chest and they're just like, oh my God.
God.
Oh my God. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Is this like what women go through?
Yes.
Holy fuck, I'm sorry. That sucks.
Yeah, like except like I've had like full like grown men just grab some people just are like moving you, especially like in situations.
One of my biggest pet peeves is when someone tries to move me.
Oh, I know, I hate it too. But like if we're talking about like someone being obnoxious and someone being like, I'm gonna grope you. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna grope you as I move you. Like it's like I've had guys put their like hands on my hips / like side ass and like just move me and I'm like
side ass.
Like, you know, like right here.
Yeah.
Like hip area where
I know where it is. You don't have to go.
Like I don't have to like side ass. Like
that's hip. You could just say hip. It's fine.
Hip. Yeah, like lower hip, mid hip, and just like move me. And I'm like, oh, okay.
And how do you respond to that?
Like in the moment, it's like it depends. It has only happened like a couple times, but it's like in public, you're just like Like, I'm just going to move on from this because what the fuck?
Have you come up with a tactic? Like, when a guy hits on you in public and you don't like it, have you come up with a tactic to kind of dodge it?
Usually I act crazy.
And what's an example of that? Like,
Well, it depends on like if a guy's hitting on me and I'm not interested and he's being a sweetheart, I'm just like, I'm not interested.
Okay.
It's not like, ugh, gross, how dare you, you know. But like if a guy is like, hey there, pretty lady, or like I don't know,
what
like
bars are you going to? Like in the dirty South? Go to saloons a bunch?
Hey there, pretty lady. No, usually if a guy hits on me and I don't want them to hit on me, I'm like polite. But if a guy's very persistent, that's when I start to get a little cray cray. Like, as in, I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of an example of like someone hitting on me where I was like, fuck you. Like, if a guy is hitting on someone who I perceive to be like not interested in it, they're my friend. And I'm with them and we're out. Like this one time I was at a queer club and I was with these like young girls and I was in college at the time. I went to community college as you did. And you know, it's like when you go to 4 years, you're a little bit older than these other students. And it's not like a big age gap at all. But you're definitely like when you're in your early 20s, you're like, oh my God, everything changes so rapidly from one year to the next. So like seeing like these girls who were like barely 21 at this club and I'm 24 and I was just like, dude, like get away from her. Like she's literally like hanging out with other women, dancing with other women at a queer club. Get it together.
I have seen stuff like that. Like,
you know,
I went to this I went with some friends to a gay club in Sacramento. And I think word got around that at gay clubs girls have more fun because they feel safer. And so word got around to the straight male population. And I saw a bunch of, you know, just creepy looking guys just kind of bobbing their heads,
with
sipping.
their fucking drink up here. Like they're like
vultures.
Yeah. So this one dude was like getting up in this one girl's face that I was with. And I was like, dude, back off. She's not interested. We're going home. Like we were going home. We weren't even staying. We were waiting for our Uber. And he was just so obnoxious and got in my face that I ended up getting in his face. And I usually just act really like not tough, but just like, I don't give a fuck, bro. What are you going to fight me? You're really going to fight a woman? Like, and that's not to be sexist. That's to be like, I don't think you fucking respect me enough to fucking fight me. I think that you think you're tough shit and that you're not the type to fight women or whatever the fuck is going on. Either way, whatever is happening in your head is not what's happening in my head.
Yeah.
I don't care about you. I think that you should stop talking to my friend. I'm saying that. You're getting in my face. Fine, I'll get in your face. I'm going to talk firmly to you. I'm going to be a little rude.
Have you been in a fight before?
Not physically. Verbally, hell yeah. That guy got hella confrontational with me. And then I was like, you have adult braces, my guy.
Wow, you said that?
Yeah.
Oh, you said that.
Low blows,
That's
baby.
crazy.
Low blows.
Go for someone's teeth with words.
And B's. If you want to, like, if you see someone and they're getting in your face and you don't think they're that tough, and I'm not encouraging you to get into a fight or confrontation, stay safe. But if they're just coming at you, start saying mean stuff to them. Lie through your teeth. Lie. I once told a dude that I didn't cook because he was like, do you cook? And I was like, no. Just
Why?
to see what he would say.
What was the context?
He was like,
another one of them cowboys.
No, it was just like a moment where I was like I didn't know I was going on a date, and I was on a date, and he was like, do you cook? And I was like, nope.
You left it that short.
Yeah.
Nope. That's the move. If you're on a date that you're not interested in,
cut it short. Just like in
short,
the, like,
blunt
with these
answers.
dudes who try to like get in your face and cut it short. Lie to them. Get the fuck out of there.
Like,
don't bother with
what's
them.
your favorite color?
Nope. Nope. Just run.
I don't see colors. just run out the restaurant. I'm okay.
Yeah, but with that guy, like I got in his face and started fighting him because he was my age. He was like jacked from the waist up, so I knew I could kick him in his knees. Like, it was like, I don't recommend this. I'm one of those people that grew up in a meth town, so I think I can fight. I've never really been in a physical fight, but I know I can throw down.
I mean, that's a good piece of advice. Go, if someone looks like they have weak knees,
Go for the knees. Go for the knees. Go for the jugular. Don't go for the dick or any other private parts. They're expecting that also that like if people have adrenaline, they'll get back up. Go for the knees. It's weak.
Also, if you're the type of guy that's only jacked from the waist up, what are you doing?
What are you? And he had adult braces and he was coming for me. I was like,
braces?
My guy, like I can tear you. And this is not me coming for anyone who wants to get their teeth straightened. Go for it. Like, hell yeah.
Dude, commenting on people's
don't fucking come for my friend and say that he said some nasty shit. He was trying to be like all like, oh, what are you, the alpha here? Are you in charge of her? I was like, what kind of backwards ass garbage is this?
What is the move for someone that has been hit on in public places? If you want to politely be hit on, and in the instances that it does work, what's an example of a guy doing it successfully?
Oh, I think it's just like if you wanna go out and you are a person who is down to drink or can drink or be in a public space where you are like, you know, like in a club or something, go to the bar. Yeah. Don't go out on the floor. No one's gonna talk to you out on the floor. Go to the bar. Sit next to a cute person you think is attractive or are near them and start a conversation with someone. And if they're interested, they'll start talking.
Okay. What's a conversation starter?
Like just being like, if I'm sitting at a bar and someone talks, like saying, hey, like I like your shirt, or hey, like I like this, or hey, oh my God, the movie they're playing on the TV is so silly, or like comment on
that's
something.
That's a good one. That sounds good.
Yeah, like
that's not directly complimenting something.
Yeah, no,
on
you
them.
don't have to. You have to just like talk about the decor of the place, or talk about like, oh God, like they're playing this on the TV. Like, oh, I never expected them to play that unless it's sports. Then you're like, oh man, I wish I knew what this was about.
Are you ever the type to like hit on someone first? Do you ever make the first move?
Not really. Like in terms of making the first move, my first move is just talking to someone.
Whatever it is.
I'm like, whatever it is. If you want to talk to me, you'll talk to me.
People will know.
People will know. Like if somebody is like, listen, if someone thinks you're cute and they're sitting near you and you talk about something, they'll join the conversation. Or they'll like respond to you. If they're too shy, that sucks. But if they're like down, they're down. If they're not, they're not. You know? And I think that goes both ways. Like
I said, I can't tell.
I'm shit at telling. Unless I'm like, whoa, you're being weird, bro. Like this is unusual.
How come it is? Why do you think it is that we're just really? Do you think it's because you and I are just friendly people?
I think so. I think it's like we're gabbers, man.
Yeah,
we got the gift of the gab.
That's what it is. It's because of our insecurities growing up.
I know. It's because we were both shy kids.
Yes, that's exactly what
now
it was.
I can't shut up.
Someone needs to tell me. They're like, Christian, people don't care. People don't care that you have a podcast, man. Stop talking about your podcast.
Honestly, though, like same. Like I'm like, I tell my friends, I'm like, if I need to shut up, tell me to shut up. And they do. Not in a mean way, but like in a, Kate, we need to tell you something, or we want to talk, you know.
Oh, they'll go in.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, hey, you've been talking for a minute. I have something to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I'm not.
Well,
I'm not
also,
good at
it's
that.
like I've been trying to read people's body languages better.
Ooh, tell me what your findings are.
My findings are this.
Please.
My findings are this.
Real quick. Are you a robot or was that a newscast?
No, that was like a newscast entrance. Wait a second.
Breaking news. Kate Pursley has found out what body language means.
So my findings in the study of body language is this. If people aren't making direct eye contact with you and constantly interrupting you, they want to talk.
Let them talk.
And then if you are like, okay, well, that was enough, and you can speak on the same subject, start in on it. If you are trying to say something that you were trying to say 30 minutes ago to an hour ago, let it go.
Let it go.
If it's off topic, let it go.
Do you like, as someone that talks a lot, do you kind of like have in mind, like have in queue?
Yeah.
Like this, in 30 minutes, this will come up after I get done with what I'm saying.
Or I'll be like, oh, they brought that up. Oh, I have something to say. And then they'll keep talking and then I'll wait. And then I don't want to interrupt because I interrupt a lot. And so I'll be like, and then they'll change subjects. And I'm like, goodbye. It's like an improv, you know, like when you're like, oh man, this is going to be a great scene. Then the subject gets changed and you're like, I can't bring it back.
Yeah, you can't. That's something about comedy. That's something about podcasting that I've learned is that if you have an idea in that moment and the time passes,
it's gone.
Don't force it. It's okay. Something else will come. She's gone. I like this
She's
whole
gone.
movement of attaching pronouns.
Yeah, she's gone.
Almost anything.
Yeah.
To almost anything.
My favorite newest thing I heard was purr.
Pardon?
Purr.
Like a cat purr?
Yeah, like as in like it's good. So like you say something that I would like.
Kate, I just saw a big cup of coffee.
Purr.
What? Oh, is it like
purr.
Short for perfect?
No, I don't know. I'm not a fucking like I'm not a young kid anymore.
A young sprite.
I'm not in high school. I don't know. I don't know.
You're not with it.
I think it just means like purr, like a cat or short for perfect.
Maybe
Let us
both.
know.
Hey, children, Gen Z motherfuckers.
Let us know.
Let us know what purr means.
Purr.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like purr, like a cat.
That's nice. That
Purr.
one's cute. What are the other Gen Z terms that you know or want to know? And let's see if we could fill in each other's gaps.
Cap. Lie.
Cap. Lie. Yeah. No cap.
No cap. No lie.
People say no lie?
No, they say no cap.
Oh, okay. I mean, I thought you saying no lie was like, is that all
equals no lie?
Gotcha. Okay, next.
Why me next? You next. I just did 2.
Riz, charisma.
Yeah,
Riz. For charisma.
Riz.
You next.
This means ice in the veins. But that's like a pointy thing. Yeah, this means like cold veins, ice in the veins.
Oh, I see rappers do that all the time. Really? That's a fucking thing? Ice in the veins? Wow.
I'm pretty sure. That's what the kids tell me anyways.
It looks like someone has a drug problem.
I know. This is literally like cocaine for like in sign language.
Like,
like cocaine.
Only if I'm at Kaiser talking to a phlebotomist will I ever do that gesture. Otherwise, you're not going to see me on the street.
Baby. Right here, baby.
No cap.
Put that fucking needle in here.
You know, when I was a bigger boy and I got my blood drawn for the first time.
Oh God.
You already know where this is going.
Okay.
You can't see someone's veins through like 5 layers of, fat. So.
And as a kid, that's so traumatized. You're like,
And I'm nice, so I'm not gonna. Yeah. So this phlebotomist, this person drawing my blood, this nurse, she puts the needle in. She draws a little bit of blood, and she's like, I'm so sorry. We're gonna have to try that again. And she pulls out, and I'm like, oh, that's fine. It's okay. She puts it in again, starts drawing some blood. She's just like, I'm so sorry.
You were gonna be bruised up.
I'm like,
how many bruises did you have?
They did it. I mean, I'm darker, so it doesn't really show up. Yeah, in the same area. It's not like they made me switch arms.
Yeah. Well, because I know, like, sometimes, like, if you have to inject a needle a couple times into the arm, it can bruise the arm up pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean, you can see that on drug addicts.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but now I've lost some weight, and then, like, you could kind of see my veins, so I think
you can see your veins, yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Like, yeah, you got some nice veins. You're all good.
Thank you. I've never had someone compliment me being vascular. I appreciate that.
I have some nice veins, bro.
You got some nice veins?
I got some nice fucking veins.
Girl, you got some hickeys on your forearm.
Look at these. That's from a car accident.
I know. Am I being a dick by making that joke twice?
That's hilarious, but, like, people aren't going to get it. And they're going to be like, what do you fucking mean?
Dude, guys, Kate's been fucking.
I've been in a car accident.
Yeah. Guys, Kate's not getting hickeys on her forearms. She got really hurt.
No, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm. But they do look like little hickeys. So.
Yeah, look at these veins, though,
damn,
bro.
you badass. You could tell people you got in a fight.
Oh, yeah.
If you got in a fight, what's your move?
If I got in a fight, I would just kick someone. I'm really good at kicking. I have really great lower body strength. And also just like I don't know. I haven't like extensively thought about it. Like I've thought like if I have to be in a defensive position where someone's coming at me unprovoked, like I'd probably kick them in the shin and then like fucking run. Or like if I was face to face, like, you know, like just like, and then like run.
The run. Why is the run the immediate
because you don't
reaction
want
after?
to fucking fight someone. You don't want to fight someone. You don't want to stand up to someone who's trying to attack you. That's like my biggest piece of advice. Run. Get in a car, run. Like people who actually want to fight you, don't fight them.
Don't fight back.
Like people like the guy with braces. He didn't want to fight. He just wanted to look tough because he
can't look tough with adult braces.
You
though.
can't. That's what I'm saying.
And it's fine. Get your teeth fixed if that's what you want, and if you can afford
but don't try to get into a fight with a 5'0" girl who like is just telling you not to hit on someone who looks significantly younger than you.
Yeah. But I'm glad that you brought that up. That's the move. I have this coworker he has like a son who was at the time maybe like 4 years old. Brought his son to Target.
Yeah.
Walked up to a random guy, looked up and said, "What's wrong with your teeth?" And then walked away before this guy could respond to the kid.
Oh my God.
My ego would be shattered.
I would have been crushed, bro.
Really would have been. Have you? What is? No, that's. I don't. I was gonna say, what's your biggest insecurity?
I'll tell you a fucking story. Yeah,
Okay.
I got one under my belt. Okay, so you know Tara McGinnis.
Yes.
She is the costume director at her college.
Yes.
And Tara is very blunt. I love Tara. Tara does this thing where she has a costume and makeup class. For the makeup class, she will tell you, like, what are your best, like, angles, right? So she's like, I'm going to tell you your best angles to take pictures. And I was like, okay, perfect. Because, yeah, who wouldn't want to know that? And she pulls me outside in the hallway.
Perfect. I'll tell you. Right. What's not my perfect angle?
Yeah,
right?
what? No, I'm like, I would love to know how to take pictures of myself. So she pulls us out into the hallway, and she's like, pulls us out one by one, so nobody else can hear the like what she tells us or whatever. And she basically says, like, she's looking through her camera at me, and I have one of my makeup looks on, and she goes, "Ah, yes, I see you have a big forehead."
What?
And I was like, oh.
What?
And then she was like, this is how you angle your phone.
What? And then she taught you tricks on how to.
Yeah, but she wasn't wrong. I don't have a big forehead, but in pictures it does read as big. Well, big. I don't know.
What does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
In pictures, it does.
I don't know. Now I'm insecure about it.
I told you. This is why I didn't want to bring up, like, what's your biggest
No, but
insecurity?
like that's what it is.
Damn. Damn. That's fucked up.
Yes, I see you have a big forehead.
I once, when I was a youngin', I got a physical at Kaiser, and you know the doctors, they make you, you know, they do the typical stuff, you cough here, cough there,
Cough.
but I remember for some reason he was checking my feet or something like that.
Okay.
Is this why I have trauma? This doctor is doing more
Checking your feet.
I think I had, because I had wide feet. I think that's what it was. I noticed that I had wide feet,
yeah.
and I wanted to get it checked out by the doctor to see if there was a problem. And I took off my shoes, and he said, "Wow, you have double D feet." He used boob scale on my feet, and I can't defend myself. I'm laying down at this point because that's how he has to see my feet. And he says, "Christian, you have double D feet," which I think he was cracking a joke.
But you're like, how old is this?
I was probably 7.
What? How would you know what that even means?
I didn't know.
You're like, double D's.
So I had to like ask people. I had to like inquire.
Oh no, that's the word. Like, talk
What does
to
double D? I know
what
I have
does
big feet. What's double D
D's
feet?
mean?
And they're just like, dude, that's like
That's big titties.
that's like for big. You got big titty
You
feet.
got big titty feet.
Wow. And at this time I was a bigger boy. I had big titties and big titty feet.
That's so cruel.
Yeah. So now, like, I think one of my most insecure body parts are my feet.
Yeah.
Like, you won't really see me without socks.
Really?
Unless we go swimming, but I'm getting in that water real fast.
Let's see your feet.
I'm not showing you my feet.
They look fine.
They look fine in socks. Oh, my feet look good
normal.
in socks. But if I take off my socks, you have to Venmo me later.
Oh my God, for what?
Because this is premium content. There's someone out there that wants to see my double D feet. And I'm not going to show you right now. What do you mean? Who's going to see them? What do you mean? Whoever's watching this on YouTube.
Off camera.
No, it's in the wide shot. I mean, which I edit. I could edit out.
Is it?
But you're going to see my feet.
No way. No, it's not. Come on. There it is. Look, come on.
My feet are on camera. Okay. I'm not. You want to see my feet?
I'll tell you if they're wide or not.
I have wide feet. Look at the extra meat on the side right there.
Okay.
It's hard to tell without.
Just do it.
I'm not showing you my feet, Kate.
All right.
You first. I didn't realize that. I have a. Do you know anyone with foot fetishes?
Yeah.
Oh, did you ever hook up with someone with a foot fetish?
No. I mean, no shade, no teeth, but like
no shade at all. But it is
very
different.
specific.
It's very specific. I have a oh man.
Like, okay, here's my question. If you have a foot fetish and you're with someone who doesn't, like, I feel like you would be very particular about your partner's feet then. Because, like, what if they don't wash their feet the way you want them to?
Well, that's communication, right?
Yeah, that is absolutely. That's what I'm saying is, like, do you have to, like, talk to people about it and say, hey, like, I have a foot fetish? And then if they say no, but I'm fine with it, is that an issue later if they're, like, actually, like, why is it this, like, why is it such a big deal? You know what I mean?
I have a friend who has a foot fetish, and he specifically likes small feet with are you just like I'm of that demographic. Wow, someone's talking about me. Is that
no? I'm at but this is what I was curious about. Like, are there types?
Yes.
Or they're like, okay,
so
interesting.
This guy,
I'm so down to hear about this.
He's into small feet.
Okay.
Specifically French tips.
Whoa, does he pay for it?
Pay for someone's French tips?
Yeah.
I think maybe in his previous partners,
like,
yes.
he better.
But
because I'm sorry, like, you can't have, like, French tip is a style of art on the nail. It's not like, so he should pay for that, especially if, like, somebody's not into foot. Like, I don't know. I think that if he's down for that, like, he should pay for that.
That shit's expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, but I think it's not a necessity.
No.
It's just the plus.
Oh, yeah.
So
like wearing, like, sexy lingerie.
Yes.
You know
so
what
instead,
I mean?
I don't think he cares as much about sexy lingerie as much as he does about open-toed shoes.
But I feel like that would be, like, such a fun thing to, like, tell your partner. Like, not tell your partner. Like, I don't know. Just say, like, hey, I'm into this. I'll pay for your, like, pedicures.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I like French tips.
And you're like,
yeah.
Okay. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
Let's get you a pedi.
Ooh.
That does sound like a win-win.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I was like, does he pay for it? That sounds like a win-win.
I mean, but it's the fetish goes further, obviously.
Oh, tell me. Sorry, babe.
He's definitely said, bro. Oh my God, Kate! I gotta get you some paper towels. And then we'll continue. Wait 1 second. Oh my God, why did you do that?
Because that was so funny. I'm not even upset. Oh, I'm not even upset. That was hilarious. Bro.
Oh my God, what happened?
I was swallowing right as you fucking were like.
Because I saw that on the side of my eye. Oh my God. Do you need a towel?
No. I'm okay. Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Where do we even start after that? Do we end the podcast?
No.
What happens now?
What happened? What do we do now?
I don't know what happened.
Man, I just fixed my makeup and I'm good.
That's what. Okay, perfect.
We're
Perfect.
Fine.
Good.
That's why I brought my makeup back. That was so funny. You were like, bro.
So that's exactly just like, bro. You ever just like be fucking a chick and both her feet are like right here, and then you just kind of like get like a suck on.
I'm gonna leave. I'm leaving. I'm fixing my makeup.
Okay, go fix your makeup. I'll be back. Or you'll be back.
That was so funny. My makeup wasn't even fucked up.
It looked fine to me, but I wanted to make sure that you...
No, I was okay. That was just so funny. The way you were like, bro. I was like, this is going to be so bad. This is going to be so bad.
This guy's foot fetish is unhinged. It's unhinged.
Okay, you need to you can add some of that spit tank in there as well.
Yes, I'm going to make a clip of it for sure.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, the hood's on to protect you from another.
Yeah. It was so bad.
That was hilarious. Well, it's because it was like the tail end of your seltzer, and so it was upside down. I have no regrets. I don't have zero regrets with the timing. I don't have. That was.
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah. Any questions for that I might have about my foot fetish friend?
Wait a second. Okay. So I heard what you said. Questions.
I think I know.
Has he admitted to this? Like,
yes.
Oh God, yeah. He's like, oh, do I know this person?
You don't know this person.
Okay.
You don't know this, and I will keep him anonymous forever.
Did he go to DVC?
No. This
okay, I don't know him.
This is a
longtime friend.
This is a coworker. So.
Okay, we're safe.
Anyway,
don't worry.
Yeah, it's fine. So you don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, he speaks about it a lot, and
well, he has no one to talk to about it.
No, and we've been in the same room as other people that do have open-toed shoes and French tips. And I got you another seltzer if you prefer.
Thank you. No, I'm gonna drink this and then that.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, wait. So he's been in rooms where people have like open-toed shoes and French tips on, and he just openly talks about it.
He doesn't openly talk about it.
Okay.
No, I mean he'll tell me. He'll be like, hey, have you seen so-and-so? Those are French tips.
Those are so nice.
Yeah.
Piggies, bro.
He calls them piggies. He calls them. And then he tries to get validation from me. He says just like, you know what I'm talking about? And I'm like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I could respect, like, feet can be cute. Yes.
Yeah,
take care of your feet, blah, 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 blah. I definitely could tell an ugly foot from a cute foot. But I'm not going to go there sucking on it like it's a push pop, right?
Man, I mean, like.
Would you?
No.
Like the prettiest foot you've ever seen. And the individual's just like, Kate, I need it. No,
I'd be like, I mean, if somebody wanted to do it to me, sure. But like.
Oh, what? You'd be down for like your foot to get sucked?
No, my whole foot.
How big is this person's mouth?
I don't know.
Wait, do people with foot fetishes put all piggies? They eat all piggies? I thought they suck on I thought they like do it like a harmonica, they start at one end and then they go through the other.
No, dude, they like fucking suck on that foot.
What kind of porn do you watch?
What do you mean? This is from me talking to people.
So you know people. You said you know. Okay, what are their experiences?
I haven't like talked one-on-one with someone, but I know of people and I've heard things. So like. It's not like, it depends, like, what your preference is. Like, everyone has different preferences and stuff. But it definitely is like, if you're down, you're down. You're going to suck that whole foot down. You know what I mean?
I just can't imagine. Let's say it's a girl and the guy wants to get his thing sucked.
His foot.
I can't imagine bouncing between Foot, dick, foot. You know, it's just
it's like one at a time. You go from down, bottom to up. I'm guessing. Like you're not gonna.
Huh? Yeah,
You know
I guess
what
you
I
wouldn't.
mean?
Oh, yeah, because is that considered foreplay?
Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah.
I'm afraid of like getting kicked. Let's say like if I like.
Oh yeah,
was
like
with
well,
someone
that's
that-
someone who is like. I feel like they're like you're either into getting your seat, like you're into getting your foot like sucked on, like as a foot
Why do you have to
fetish.
slow down when you say that?
I don't know.
We've been talking about the entire thing. Okay.
Or you're like, you want to suck someone's toes and feet, you know? Like, but like for me personally, I am not into either.
Yeah, that doesn't turn me
It doesn't
on.
appeal to me. I would never suck someone's toes or feet.
Especially like, I feel like if they did, do you think they just go straight for all 10? Well, no, obviously not all 10.
Like,
but
it's foreplay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then.
I'm sure they have a pattern. Like everyone has a stroke pattern. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you know what I'm saying.
Stroke pattern, what do you mean?
Like you know, masturbating. Come on. Are we gonna go there? Or are we gonna go
We're
there?
going to go there. I mean, it's not like Alejandra and I have not talked about shit like this. Okay, stroke pattern.
Yeah, like
There's
I'm sure.
I mean, I don't know if I have I have a cadence, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's it.
Okay, but like a
Yeah.
pattern is just like, I mean, it's not like an Atari joystick. It's not like left, right, up, down. A cheat code to come faster.
But you know, it's like it's a thing. It's a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Just like it's like yeah, I don't know.
Do girls have a?
Well, it's like have you ever heard of like eating out? You do the ABCs.
I've never done that. The AB, because does that work?
No, of course not.
Because
like
now the
not
guy's
all
thinking.
the time. It's not like ABC.
Do an A with your tongue right
I
now.
cannot. That sounds awful.
And is it lowercase or
I'm
uppercase?
just saying lowercase.
So you want to
But,
do one
like,
of these
yeah,
A's?
like or some. I don't know. I've never like, but you know, it's like
If it's a lowercase I,
Yeah.
what's the dot feel like?
I don't know.
You just press
You
the.
know, for me, I feel like it's like, you know, it's like pace, like you're saying. It's pace.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how fast, how slow, like where do you touch, where do you don't touch, that
Mm-hmm.
kind of stuff. So I'm sure with the like feet, it's the same thing for people.
I want to call this guy.
Yeah. Can we?
You have an iPhone? You don't have an iPhone.
No.
I need my iPhone charger, but this is
Let's do it.
very possible.
I'm so
Fuck.
excited.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a charger.
Yeah.
God, is that what I look like up close? Hey, bud, do not say your name. Do not say your name. You're on the podcast. And whatever you do or do not want to answer, you don't have to, or I could edit out. All right?
This is not live.
We got onto the subject of foot fetishes,
Okay.
and you are going to be anonymous. But my friend Kate and I have questions.
Yeah.
Go for it.
What? Small feet and French tips, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to be petite. They can't be no like Bigfoot.
Oh, I love it. Wait a second. I have questions. So, one, do you
Go ahead.
pay for the French tips?
I do not.
Interesting. So,
But-
someone already has to have like them done. Like somebody has to get them done regularly.
No. I mean, either that or I will ask them to get French tips.
Ooh, and you don't pay for them if you ask?
Let's put it this way: I got options.
All
got
right,
options?
All right.
What do you mean you got
she's
options?
Not settling. She's not
Meaning
settling.
I don't have to pay for it. I've never. That's a very interesting question. I've never had to pay for French
Okay,
tips.
we were wondering about that. Okay.
That's interesting.
You suck on them, yeah?
Of course.
Bless.
Is that part of foreplay, or do you go from like?
Dude. I don't do. Nah, that's no foreplay for me, man. It's just
Really?
It's simultaneous penetration and sucking toes.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
telling you like.
Well,
if-
because it's there. It's you know what
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying?
right there.
It's
Like if you're
so-
fucking them, their feet are right next to your
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
Yep.
Where else?
And
was-
usually the ladies are all like, "Oh, I'm surprised. That's something I've never had before. Interesting feeling."
Okay,
all
interesting.
right.
You've never been kicked in the face.
Almost.
Yeah, that makes
not
sense.
not because they didn't want it. More so because they were surprised. It was very ticklish.
Well, like,
So I So I almost got cut in the mouth by a toenail.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They're sharp. My question, what's a good question? I think my question is, oh no, I guess all of them have been answered, really.
Well, no. Do you suck all 5 at once, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then foot?
I mean, it's kind of. I mean, depending on the petiteness of the feet, I might be able to jam all 5 in there.
Uh-huh.
You have a pretty big mouth, right?
But yeah, it's subjective, I guess.
It's subjective. It's subjective. Talking about foot fetishes and using words like subjective.
Depends on who you ask. Hey, but anyways, guys, I'm gonna have to cut you off short because I am currently playing game with my brother.
Oh, man, no
shit.
worries. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for your time.
If you guys happen at some point to do like a foot fetish segment, include me in on it.
Yes, I will be there.
What, like you would come in into the studio, like you don't care about your anonymity?
I'll just be like a leading expert via phone call.
Via phone call. Okay, yes. All right, we'll let you know. Thank you from the foot fetish man.
Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. Foot fetish man.
See
All right,
ya.
y'all, take it easy.
Bye.
Bye. Iconic.
Wow.
That was the foot fetish man, y'all.
Wow.
The one and only.
If we had more time, I was gonna ask if you had any bad experiences. Like, let's say, like someone had like very bad foot hygiene.
No one I know has had bad foot hygiene, nor would I be around the feet so much to notice that. But also,
I see.
that's what I'm curious about. That's why I'm like, he was like, I got options. I was like,
this man's confident. He was so confident about it.
I should have asked him, like, what if you get married one day? Like, would you ask them to go out and would you pay for that?
Like, what is the max shoe size that you'd just be like, nah?
Damn it, we have so many questions.
So
Damn.
many questions.
He's right. I'm glad that he said that if you do a segment, we have to have a segment on this.
Yes. I guess you and I are just starting a new foot fetish podcast. Is what it is.
Just like getting into this. Like, why are we doing this?
Wow. Have you dealt with any partners with particular fetishes?
I'm trying to think. No, not really. Like, low key, somebody was into being like me being like not a cat girl, like furry. But they were like, ooh, like, choker, ears, that kind of like cutesy stuff.
Okay. Wearing a choker and wearing ears.
Ears.
Gotcha.
Not like realistic ears, just cat ears.
And you wore the choker and ears?
Yeah, I did.
Wow. What did that do for you? Did you like,
loved it?
This is like
Loved
actually,
it.
this
Loved
is
it.
something.
Loved it.
Wow. Okay.
That's why I'm like, if you have a foot fetish and I don't, I'm down to try it. Like, it's not even that I need to like be super into it. If I enjoy it, I enjoy it. I think just like what he was saying, it's like people are like saying like, oh, I've never had this happen before. Like, I actually like this or whatever. It's like, you never know. You don't have to like be in love with something to like something.
I'm down to try not everything at least once.
Yeah, same.
Well, like poo pee pee stuff.
No.
Someone could get sick.
No, someone could get sick.
But honestly, that's your waste. I mean,
that's someone's. No, okay. I'm not gonna judge, but also that's someone's waste. It's very toxic for you.
It's not. I don't want to yuck anyone's yum for sure.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna do it,
I'm concerned as a parent.
Yeah. As a parent, or you are not a parent. What are you saying? But if I was a parent and I found out my daughter,
so concerned for you
or son, yeah, and I'd be concerned for your sheets. If I'm a parent and I'm still doing your laundry,
hopefully you're like washing them. If you're not, I guess that goes into the fetish.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We need multiple experts.
We need a PP expert on the podcast now.
God damn it, we need to stop.
It's no, it is interesting. I think one of the wilder ones I'm aware of that exists is people stepping on food with their bare feet.
Yeah, or popping balloons.
That's like a sexual fetish?
Yeah.
What about it is sexual?
The noise or something, or the pressure of the balloon before it pops.
Like, and how are they popping
it? It's a Bob's Burgers episode. Yeah, swear to God.
How are they popping it?
Like sitting on it.
You're saying it. Kate, you can't do that.
I'm not saying it wrong.
Kate, you can't say that. Your voice is like lodged in my ears, and you can't be talking about popping balloons. Just like sitting on.
But that's how it should be.
And then looking at the camera, knowing exactly what you're gonna be doing to these drivers. The people listening to the podcast just like, I didn't know I was into popping balloons until now. Until these two people started talking about it in a sexy fashion. Like, are people like, are they like, let's say there's a balloon between you and me, and like, and now we're like, or do we pop it with our bodies?
I don't know. I'm not into it. I just know what I know from Bob's Burgers.
Okay, so, but this is a real
thing. A real
fat.
Yeah.
Interesting. And what else do you know?
Food, yeah. Feet, yeah. Pee poopy.
Food, is that something that you're into in the bedroom?
No.
It's weird, right? I don't want someone like
I just want to
eating
eat
a
my
steak. Eating a steak and give me a foot job.
Just like someone eating on the side of the bed
like,
while someone's fucking you.
Yeah, just like, wow.
Like, I'm just imagining just like somebody just like laying down on their side eating a steak while getting railed.
Are you going to finish that? You want some? Do you have any floss? This New York strip is tough.
Oh, it's intense.
It's intense. The steak is. The steak
Not
is
as much
intense.
as that dick, though.
Yeah. God damn. Humans are interesting.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely.
Like, dogs. When dogs just like, we've seen dogs do it before, right?
Yeah, most
they just
animals
do it.
Like, I feel like all of us have seen different animals do it based on Discovery Channel or Animal Planet or whatever, and animals that we have in our lives.
Yeah.
But
it's not like they're into
it's not
paws.
Well, I don't know. Like, there must be scientific studies on like I don't know, man.
I think it's like a pheromonal thing. Like,
yeah, I feel like, well, they have done studies on like the basis of sex within other animals and like why they do that. Why they do it. I think like dolphins have sex for fun. And so do monkeys. So there's different levels to it.
Monkeys do it recreationally?
Yeah, like they do it to calm down. They do it to like sometimes I remember there was a bonobo monkey documentary I watched where bonobos would like have sex with other bonobos to calm them down and like negate fights and stuff.
Have they come up with a way for like contraception? That sounds like a dumb question, but like,
well, they have in certain animals, yes.
Like they know the pull-out method or something.
Oh, no, but like if you're talking about like deer, the deer population, if you don't want a heavy deer population in your town, they have birth control.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like you feed this like it's a monthly pill that
like you give them food that has this like contraceptive in it.
That's crazy.
So you don't have to hunt the deer. I did a study on it in college when I was forced to write a paper in my biology class, and the deer population in Ashland, Oregon was insane. So I was like, kill the deer. Don't, actually, please. Just give them birth control.
Interesting. Oh my God. And so you'd put in the food, they wouldn't know what's going on.
You put them in feeders around the town.
Okay.
And then they can't repopulate. If like the deer that like eat it can't repopulate.
How could they keep track like what deer are eating
I mean, like, it's just culling the population. It's not overall stopping the deer from reproducing. It's just culling the amount of reproduction that's going on.
Wow. I didn't realize. That's insane.
But like I briefly researched it. I did not get into it. It was just me writing a fucking essay really quickly.
I see. Do you think in the near future they're going to come out with like male birth control?
Oh yeah, they already are doing test studies on.
Because I'm down for it.
I've had multiple partners say they were down to do it, and to that I say go for it. I mean, I already take birth control for my meds, so if you want to do that for funsies, go for it.
It's not for funsies. It's not like these aren't like.
But I'm already on birth control. Like I've been on birth control for 8 years. So if my last
someone
partner,
takes it for just the principle, just like
my last partner was like, if they come out with male birth control, I'll take it, and I was like, you really don't need to because I have to take birth control for my medical issues. So
Oh wow, so that is an interesting comment. To hear
yeah, so I'm like, you don't have to if you want to do it for fun or to just be like doubly sure we don't get pregnant. I'm down. I don't want children anytime soon.
from. What do you think? Have you ever had sex?
Yeah.
Thank you. And that's the podcast, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Word up.
Have you ever had sex like in the presence of an animal? I mean, like that sounds weird,
Yeah.
but like, you know, your cat is in,
Yeah, they're
your
in the
dog just happens to be in the
room, yeah.
room. What do you think they're thinking?
They don't give a fuck. I mean, we see them hump.
But do they know we're having sex?
I'm sure they like,
Do they just think we're wrestling?
no. I'm sure they're like, they're doing the deed. And then they like kind of look away and walk away or don't give a fuck, you
'Cause
know?
I've definitely had sex and then like, I don't know.
Felt guilty
Melissa's
about like,
pug. No, Melissa's pug is like right there and licking my elbow. And I'm like, I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm like,
I've had that happen. And then I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
I'm sorry. Like, and
Yeah.
you know, a pug isn't the prettiest dog to have. Yeah. What are you doing? You know, licking my fucking elbow. I'm like, I think I'm good. It's not like a, you know.
You're like, and I am okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've
I'm
had
fine.
that happen. Yeah. But I think that for them, they don't give a fuck. Just like they don't give a fuck when they see other like animals hump each other. They don't care.
Interesting. They're too busy doing what they're doing.
They're doing what they're doing. You know, they're like preoccupied with things. They're like, gotta eat this part of the couch.
What kind of your dogs eat your couch?
Like dogs eating couches or like toys, or they're like, I gotta like chew up something, or I gotta scratch up this thing, or I gotta like, you know, beg for food.
What are some of your red flags in a person? What do you say?
Man. Obsessed with like lets a family member rule over their life. Like as
People
in like
that do exist.
oh yeah, people don't even realize it. It's like if you have someone in your family who makes a majority of the decisions for your life in your life for you, that's not good. You need to
You want someone to be a responsible adult,
maybe
maybe an individual, right?
yeah, I would love that. Another red flag. I don't know. Bad hygiene.
Bad hygiene.
I feel like that's a common one though.
I mean, I can't imagine that not being. I can't imagine someone being
Just
into that.
like the same level of hygiene I'm used to. Like I'm pretty hygienic, so
Yeah.
I would say it's like you're on the same level as me. Cool.
Like personally, I'm fine with clutter.
Yeah.
Clutter's fine.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I don't
I
have
think
all the
it's
time to
about
push
like
it away.
what are you okay with?
Yes.
You know, what's the same level you're on?
Some people are grimy.
Oh God, yeah.
Some people have like really bad.
Yeah.
I feel one of my biggest fears is to be stinky. I don't want to be
I literally
smelly.
don't want. That's my biggest fear.
So I brush my teeth. So I work 13-hour shifts.
Yeah.
And in 13 hours,
my God,
like you eat
that
lunch.
must be torturous. You're like, I want to brush my teeth.
I do brush my teeth. I
Wow.
do. Like, so after I eat my lunch, I'm like, I'm going to go floss.
Yeah.
I'm going to brush my teeth. Because if I'm talking to a coworker up close, because we work around loud machinery, I don't want to have an HR report filed because of my bad breath. You know,
Christian has bad breath.
embarrassing. I'd rather have.
Wait, Christian, can you come into my office real quick? Thank you. I'm glad you heard me through the door.
Okay.
Please sit down.
Yeah.
So I'm so sorry you had to come in on your off day into my office. I know that's a struggle.
Very odd. Like, and I was
But
notified I'm not getting OT for this.
No, you're not.
Wow.
But I thought it was an important issue to address right away, since several of your coworkers have come into my office and filed complaints. Christian, you have bad BO.
Fuck. Fuck, man.
I notice.
What am I gonna tell my family?
They already know, honey.
Fuck.
They already know.
Brother knows.
I mean, this is your armpits smelling horribly. They must know.
I can't breathe.
Okay, wait. Do you have your inhaler?
I forgot it.
Hold on, I have a spare in my drawer. That's why we keep extra in the lockbox. Here you go.
Bad BO. I can't live with that.
You can and you will.
See, I would not. Dude, that would.
I remember one time in junior high when this girl, I'm not going to name names, said that I smelled bad. And I was so mortified that I immediately got perfume. I got extra strength deodorant. I was like, oh my God. And like ever since then, I've been kind of self-conscious about how I smell. And I've gone through like waves of it in my life where I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
You know, or whatever. But recently, I've been really into perfume.
You say that so like it's so scandalous.
Perfume.
Oh my gosh.
Like nice perfume.
Okay, like what? And then
Coco
how much?
Mademoiselle.
And how much do you have to spend?
120.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What's the right amount of perfume to put on?
You spray once on your wrist and you put your wrists together like this. And then you spray once on your neck and you rub it around your neck.
Interesting.
So if it's parfum, if it's eau de toilette, that's lightened perfume.
Eau de toilette?
Eau de toilette, there's two different types. So there's
Okay.
parfum and then there is eau de toilette.
Wow.
Eau de toilette is less expensive
Okay.
because it doesn't have as much of the ingredients in it. So it's going to have a lighter smell. It's going to have the same smell, but it's going to be lighter. So if you have a parfum, you just want to spray once, and then rub it on the main, like where you sweat. Like your wrists, you tend to have the most smells, and the neck, you tend to have the most sweat.
With cologne, I take mine. And I spray once, and I just do that.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
My fear on the opposite end of the spectrum is smell bad.
Yeah, or
And then
smell
just-
too much.
Just smell too much.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
You know, in high school, and you'd be, you know, we had rows of desks. There's always that one guy or one girl that would walk past you to get to their seat.
But
and
what
it'd be a
I
big
had to realize was it's like most of the time with those smells is that one, they didn't last long because they were so cheap, and two, they were so bad smelling because it's synthetic.
Oh, so you gotta get
synthetic
something
smells.
like organic.
Well, really expensive colognes and perfumes are. They don't have synthetic ingredients.
You've
most
done
of the
your
time.
research with this thing.
Well, because synthetic perfumes give me headaches, so I can tell.
you know,
Yeah.
if it's any solace, you've never smelled bad around me.
Thank you. Fuck yeah. Neither of you.
Thank you so much.
We smell great.
We smell good. You know what's crazy is that this is probably the longest we've gone being nice to each other.
I know.
What happened to us?
Well, I started therapy.
Oh, that's what it was.
Well, that I started therapy again.
Wow, round two.
And also I missed you.
Oh, that is so sweet. That's so nice. I missed you too.
Yeah.
We've been trying to hang out for the longest
so
time.
long.
I've known you for
almost 10 years.
2024 or 2024 will be our 10-year
Late
anniversary.
2014.
Yeah, for the listeners out there, if you don't know who Kate Pursley is, we met through improv. We were in Dragon Viper Cobra together.
Dragon Viper Cobra.
Fancy Dinosaurs, which was the JV team for Dragon Viper Cobra. You came in 2013, 2014? 2014. And I remember that you were really funny. You were really funny. You are still really funny. That's not me trying to use like past tense to be like that you're not funny anymore.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not.
Isn't that a big fear?
No.
Do you never really have like bouts of like, fuck, like I just haven't been in the pocket lately.
Oh, yeah. Well, duh. Like you have down moments, but I've never had moments of like I've lost it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always have it because I can make myself laugh and I don't give a fuck if I make other people laugh.
That's really
That's my grandpa's laugh, by the way. Like my grandpa used to like be like,
oh, and that's where you got your asthma from.
oh no, my mom has asthma. He can breathe fine. Well, not
he's fine.
anymore. He's dead.
Oh, he ain't breathing. Dang.
Well, like, yeah, as long as I can make myself laugh, I'm fine.
That's good. I wish I had that. I still seek external validation.
Of course. I seek external validation. You know what it is, though? It's because, like, my external validation is my dad and my sister, and they think I'm fucking hilarious.
That's so good. My mom doesn't care.
But they won't admit it.
Wow, they won't, but they
Oh,
laugh.
they will. Like, my dad will. My sister will be like, she's funny.
That's good. I don't know if my dad thinks I'm funny, and I think my dad is...
Your dad thinks you're funny. Come on.
What evidence right now?
Hasn't he been to our shows?
That's why I don't think he
What
thinks
do you
I'm
mean?
funny, because he's seen funnier people.
Oh, no. Christian, come on.
And he goes there to support, because he's just supporting. I wonder if he actually thinks I'm funny.
He does. If he didn't think you were funny, he wouldn't have gone because it would have been too uncomfortable for him to watch you.
No, I think there are some parents that will go to just be like, this is what parents do.
No.
No?
I think parents, if they're too uncomfortable with their kids not being good at something, they'll do it once to support and then they'll stop.
But my parents, they don't go to every single show.
Well, no, but they go to like enough.
They've gone to enough. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Like I've seen your parents at multiple shows.
That is true. You've met my mom.
Love your mom.
My mom gave you a tour of the doll room.
I loved it.
And you looked at me and you're like,
Help me.
Help. Well, because my mom,
she just goes off.
I had a doll room in the old house, in my parents' house. Kate at like midnight after a bunch of drinks.
Yeah, I was drunk.
We went downstairs for some snackies.
Yeah, we did.
And then my mom was just like, Kate, go. Come. Have you seen my dolls? Brought you to the doll room. And you're hanging on by a thread. And you're like,
a lot of dolls.
It's a lot. And she was telling you the background of every single doll.
Every single doll. She has a story.
So many stories.
This is how I bought it. This is what it means to me.
Were you upset at me that I didn't come up with an excuse?
No.
Like, hey, let's.
No, not at all. I just was jokingly going, because it's like at that point you can't do anything. You're in the throes of it. Like if a mom is taking you on a tour, no one can help you.
No, you're by yourself.
You're done.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was fun. It was entertaining.
It was so fun. And then she gave me cookies afterwards.
Yeah.
I wasn't upset.
What were your first thoughts of me when you met me? That's fucked up. I was hoping for an immediate compliment. The fact that you had to be like,
I don't remember. Like, Christian, older than me, nice hair.
Those are the two factors. Very vain. Just like, okay,
And then when you spoke, I was like, very sweet.
Wow.
You were very sweet.
You're
very sweet to newbies.
I tried my best, yes.
Yeah, you were like, hello, my name is Christian, welcome. And I was like,
That sounds like a baseline welcome. You have to say that.
That's what you said.
Okay, never mind. It's fine. I was going to say, like, I thought you were, like I said, I thought you were really funny and a great improviser, and that's why we're friends to this day.
I mean, like, first impressions, like, right off the bat.
First impressions is what I meant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Okay.
that's what I mean. Like, after you did improv, I was like, oh, he's funny and fun. Okay, cool, chill.
Cool.
Yeah, I was like, phew, thank God he's on the team. Like, it was one of those, like, oh, God, who's everyone? What are they about? Like, who are they? Are they nice or not? And you were one of the funny, sweet ones. Everyone was funny and sweet. I don't think anyone wasn't. But, like, I was like, phew.
Were you nervous?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Hit it well. Nice. Do you get nervous still?
Oh, God, yeah.
In what scenarios?
I get anxious.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get, like, nervous in the sense of, like, I can't do it. I get anxious in the sense of, like, who, what if I fuck up?
Yeah. Well, multiple times I've had the conversation of the fine line
like,
between
snorting that drink out of my fucking nose. I was like, man, that was terrible, but I'm not mad about it.
Oh, but there was like a slight second where you were a little bit anxious about it?
No, I was just like, why did that happen? But also, it's funny.
Yeah, that's comedy, baby.
It's comedy,
that's what it is.
baby.
So,
you know?
wait, so yeah, multiple times I've had the conversation about the fine line between anxiousness and nervousness.
Yeah.
Before performing.
I'm an anxious person. I'm not a nervous person. I've never been really nervous about doing anything. I've been more anxious about it because I'm like, I can do it.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be good.
Were you nervous about doing this podcast?
No.
Anxious about doing this podcast?
Because I'm like, oh my God, I have to go out late. And like, I got home. I hate getting home after work and then leaving immediately because I have a dog. No, it's not even that. I can do that automatically. I have a dog. Her name is Daisy. She's so sweet and cute, and she gets so upset if I leave immediately.
Yeah.
Like
you have to sneak out, if anything.
No, because that's mean.
Oh.
So don't sneak out on your animals.
They'll freak out, yeah.
No, they'll freak out. They will. Like,
they'll be like, I just saw
like that's that's another case study, like I've heard, is that they get really anxious if you leave without them seeing you leave.
Interesting.
So,
not that I ever do that. I usually just say.
Like, fucking leave.
I verbally say, I'm going to go now. I'm going to go now.
Oh, to Melissa's dog?
To Melissa's dogs,
Yeah.
to my dogs at my parents' house. And so, like, I say, okay, bye. I make sure I say bye to the dog.
Me too. I always say bye to the dog. So I'm like, oh, like, it was so hard. I was like, I just got home and Daisy runs up to see me and is like, mommy, mommy, mommy. And like, she like looks at me and then she can tell when I'm leaving again because I don't put my stuff down. I like pack it all up again.
Oh.
So she just was looking at me like, you're leaving me.
Isn't it interesting?
I'm like, oh.
We watch a lot of movies or shows where humans die.
Yeah.
But once there's a dog in the movie.
Oh my God, it's the worst.
And we don't even know if it doesn't have to be a horror movie.
It's awful. Why?
We don't, but we're already kind of anticipating, does this dog die in this movie?
There's a whole website for it. There's a whole website for it.
So I've heard.
Does the dog die? I highly recommend it, especially if you're into horror movies, which I am.
Yeah.
Like, does the dog die? Because it doesn't just include does the dog die, it's does the cat die, does an animal die, is there like PTSD triggers that I need to know about, assault, that kind of stuff. They like have a whole list for every movie. And it's like, it's not just horror movies or scary movies, it's all of them. So like, it's really nice because it's not just like it's a public forum. So if you say like, oh, yes, a dog dies in this, you can post yes, a dog dies.
You strike me as someone that watches a lot of true crime too.
Love true crime.
Kind of sucks when they say this serial killer started off by dissecting cats.
Dogs and cats.
Dissecting cats and dogs in their backyard. And the parents were like, it happens.
I know!
So a lot of the parents kind of defend.
And it's always in like the 60s and 70s when they're like, oh, it just happens.
He was just curious about the physiology of roadkill.
He was just a little too curious about death at that age.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is curious about death at that age, Martha?
I'm not thinking about that.
I am
not.
Like, most kids want a pet, not to kill a pet.
Not at all. You're not thinking about death until later.
And if you are, it's not even that it's your fault or anything. You just need a psychologist, baby.
Yeah. Dude, I just thought, it comes across my mind like, okay, we're all going to die one day. But the other day, I was sitting down in silence, just waiting for something, I forget. But I was just like, oh man, I'm going to die someday.
Ah, what a comfort.
Please release me. Release me from this hellhole. I was thinking, I was more sad for the rest of the human beings that get to interact with me. I'm just
Not
like,
me. I know. Bitches are like, no, nobody's like, thank God this girl is gone.
She's like, we could finally hear crickets.
But, oh.
That's what the AC sounds like. Kate's gone? Wow.
Oh, that's why I could hear my thoughts.
You know, like when COVID was happening and no one was on outside, that's when the animals came out. Mm-hmm. When you're gone,
that's gonna be the same thing.
Deer are gonna come out.
They're gonna be like,
trees are gonna grow in places. Just be like, wow, Kate Pursley
is dead. Finally. No, I just think it's a comfort in terms of like, life. I lived it. I hated it. I loved it. Death.
Wow, that's a very short book you wrote there. Just a three-part book.
Death.
It's morbid.
I can't wait.
What is it about self-deprecating humor you think that is just so enjoyable?
I think that I like self-deprecating humor because it really takes the ego out of your life. It takes that aspect of, I'm such a great person. I'm such a good comedian. It really, because it's like we all are critical of of ourselves, but I think that being self-deprecating is kind of allowing yourself to pick on yourself without others having an input.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I'm self-deprecating, it's not me saying, like, you can do that to me. It's me saying, like, these are my own critiques that I haven't dealt with or I have, or people have commented on. But now I get to comment on them, and no one else has an input on that.
Yeah.
Especially when it's other people, like, criticizing me for something, and then I'm like, okay,
Rubs you the wrong way.
I'll take that and make it funnier, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, no one can really judge you on
shit
your
on me but me.
Yeah, because so many times when I'm using self-deprecating humor, a lot of my friends or coworkers say, because a big part of me is, I grew up big.
Yeah.
Are you telling me to grab a beer?
Yeah.
I would love one, yes.
Okay, that's why I brought them.
Oh, are you offended that I haven't grabbed one yet?
No.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't know if you can have one.
That, I was waiting for the invitation of like, hey, here's some beer for you.
Take some, please. They're not as cold as I would like them to be, but it's still good.
There's something about a good beer. Anyway, as I was saying.
Yeah. So when you were a kid.
People know that I grew up fat. And to this point, it's so part of me and part of like my deprecating humor that people were just like, we get it, Christian. You grow up fat.
Don't be critical of yourself.
You have a personality because you had to because you were big, and if you wanted friends, you had to develop a sense of humor type of thing. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, that's
but that, and this is what I've realized, like, getting not older. I hate saying that because it's like, I'm older now. Mm-hmm. And that, like, to people who are younger than us, I think would find that like, well, what? All of us are aging.
Yeah.
But definitely getting into my late 20s, I'm realizing more and more, I'm like, oh, it's not about finding, the thing you're going to do for the rest of your life. It's not about finding the thing that makes you wake up every morning when you're in your 20s.
Yeah.
It's about finding yourself.
Yeah.
And even if you do find those things, you still have to find yourself. Yeah. And that's really kind of hard. And in order to find yourself, you have to be critical of yourself. Mm-hmm. And you also have to forgive yourself, and you have to be like forgiving of the critiques others have given you that you don't agree with. Like, I don't agree with some of the critiques my fucking family has given me over the years. And I'm like, I personally have lived this life. I've lived in this body. I don't agree with that. But it's about your perception versus mine. Yeah. So, like, growing up, I was always, like, really quiet and then really crazy. And I think it's like those are the things you hold on to because that's what everyone has told you. And we're taught growing up, pay attention to what others tell you about yourself, because that's others' perception of you, and that's what matters, not your own perception.
There's a balance of not giving a fuck about what other people say. Yes, and self-love and all that stuff. But I think to a certain extent, we do need to acknowledge.
Absolutely.
I've always lived by this mantra of, I don't care what others think of me, but I do care about what my loved ones think of me.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if a stranger doesn't like me.
It's not so much who you are, it's the impact you have on others.
Yeah.
And that's not to say you have to fucking solve world problems, but it's like if you're an asshole to the people who love you consistently all throughout your life, you need to figure it out.
Yeah.
But if you are kind to yourself and others, and there are certain things about yourself that you find okay and others don't, then you need to have a compromise. You need to go, okay, what is it that you don't like about? I need to know now, because we're there. So like what I found, especially with someone who has like, I have PMDD, which is premenstrual dysphoric disorder. It's like for me, unmedicated, I'm like, oh, I have a lot of issues, So I'm like, oh, I need to like figure out how to cull those issues or change those issues. But me medicated, I'm like, okay, those issues are gone. Like I've worked towards being a better person. I've worked towards doing the best I can for others. And now I can't do anymore. So now what?
Yeah.
And now I don't like myself. So I have to like myself. So where's me? Where is me? And you have to find yourself in between how you affect others, how you affect yourself, and what it means to be your own person.
And that's tough. You know, we're millennials. You and I are millennials, right?
Millennials, yeah.
But the generation before us, our parents and whatnot.
Yeah, Gen X and boomers.
And boomers,
Less.
they were of the generation where they were getting married in their early 20s, having kids in their mid 20s, buying homes by their late 20s.
Crazy? My dad didn't have me. He adopted my older siblings when he was in his mid 30s, and he did not have me until his late 30s.
Yeah.
That's so crazy
Older
for
parents.
boomers. That's so crazy for boomers.
That would never happen. That'd be like,
No.
okay, I'm 30. That's it. I had my 3 kids that I wanted.
My
and
mom had been when she was in her early 30s, 29, and then she had my sister when she was 30, and then she had me when she was 35. And my dad was she had me when she was 34. My dad was 39.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, oh my God, that's so late for boomers. Like, even her first 2 kids were kind of late for boomers.
Yeah, my parents had me in their mid 30s, which is that's old.
Yeah.
They had my brother at their late 20s. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And then they tried again. They tried to have like a daughter before me. Miscarriage.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Yeah.
My mom had miscarriages too.
It happens, and you know.
Constantly.
They
Nobody
grow from
fucking
it.
talks about it.
It's crazy, right? I mean,
What's
I get
crazy?
why, but
Okay, can we get into baby talk?
Let's get into baby talk.
Let's get into baby talk.
Okay, baby talk.
First question. Do you want kids?
Melissa and I were talking, and as of right now, no.
Good for y'all.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Like, I think that's a good discussion to have consistently as a couple.
Yeah, I think it's when we first started, when we finally knew that we were going to be each other's partners, life partners, then it was a conversation where we were like, yeah, like it'd be great.
What do we want?
And I've always known that I wanted a daughter. If I were to have a kid, I want a daughter. I get along with women very well.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was some sort of like juju spell that my mom put on me because she wanted a daughter, didn't get the daughter, and then I turned out to be a son.
And you were the daughter. I was the opposite. I was the daughter son. But I loved it. I still love it.
But I think there's a good
It challenges you. I think it challenges you in a good way.
And I would not have grown up any other way.
No.
I think not only does it challenge you, but it's a blessing in disguise because now I think it's such a gift to be able to converse with women, to be comfortable.
You're so great
with
at
women.
conversing with women. You're
Thank
very
you.
like comfortable to talk to. You always have been. So I absolutely agree.
And I have questions. I've talked with you in the past.
We totally have.
I just have questions, and you'll answer them. And
no big deal.
no big deal. And
No
this is
big
with
deal.
women all across the board.
Yeah.
Because, and I ask the questions so that in future conversations and in interactions, I understand. And I know that being a man, I will never understand.
It's not
fully.
about like being like, oh, I'm on the same page as you. It's about being like, oh, I'm reading the page.
Yeah.
Like, it's not about being like,
that's a good way to
you
put
know
it.
what I
Yes.
mean? It's not about being like, I'm in the text. No, I'm reading the text.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's so important to read the text. You don't have to be on the text to get it.
Yeah.
And you don't have to fully get it to like empathize or say, oh, I could understand how that sucks.
Yes.
Because people can express to you how things suck. It just depends on you to either take the information or not. But with like kids, especially for our generation, it's so scary. I think even for people who want to have kids, it's scary to have kids.
Yeah.
Like, our economy shit, the school system's garbage. This country is in a fucking whirlwind of issues and has been for a while. So it's really in limbo right now. All of us are in limbo. And I think that it's so funny because on one side of the coin, you're very much pressured to have kids regardless. And on the other side of the coin, it's like, if you don't want kids, you are told, well, you should have kids. And then you're like, well, here's A, B, and C why I don't want them and why I shouldn't have them. And then people will still try to fight you. Or if you say, like, for me, I want children when I'm in my like mid 30s, like 32 plus, because I think I'll be more financially stable. I will be more in a headspace where I can handle it. And I also think it's like 35 for me is my goal, not my max, my goal, even though it's like geriatric pregnancy after 32 or whatever the age is. But for me, I'm like, if I don't have a partner by 35 that I want to have children with, I'm just going to have kids. Like I have the pipes.
Yeah, you could do it.
So why not just do it? Like, what's the problem? And it's like, I'll have one and then I'll think about it.
Yeah.
And like, I think it's so silly that we're in a state where it's like, oh, damn you if you do, damn you if you don't. You know, it's so weird.
It's kind of insane when I do bring it up. Mm-hmm. It's almost 50-50 how some people, and it's usually older folks. Because they don't understand the predicament. Yeah.
We're all in. Even if you want kids, if you don't want kids, or if you're in between, there's a predicament on our hands.
Like half of the millennials that Melissa and I have spoken to about not having kids, half of them will be like, that's fine. That's dope. Yeah. Focus on yourselves. And there's the other half of millennials that are just like, how could you not?
Oh, girl.
And then it gets worse as you go back in time with Gen X. You know, the older, the people that are now in their late 30s and 40s, they're like, what? You're not going to have kids? And when I told my mom, she physically got up from the table and left.
Oh, my God.
And I get it. I get it. You know, someone with her not having been
were you her last hope? Is your brother not going to have kids?
My brother wants kids.
Oh, what? Then she's fine. She's fine.
My brother wants kids.
Your brother is handsome and tall.
He is. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. He's my brother. And
he's two descriptions I had of
I
him.
know, but I'm competitive with him. You, my childhood trauma.
You're handsome.
Thank you very much.
You're handsome.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
He's tall. He's handsome.
Very
he
tall.
wants kids. That's 3 traits that his mama has going for him in the dating field. Come on.
Yeah.
He'll have kids. Come on.
But in the moment, I think she wanted kids from both of her children. So
man, my mama is only getting grandkids from me.
Oh, Colleen doesn't want.
Colleen doesn't want kids. Ben, Gene, and Nolan don't want kids.
And it's understandable.
Yeah.
A lot of people on this planet already.
I've grown up with my siblings not wanting kids. Mm-hmm. Like
they've known from a long time. For a long time.
My sister, I'm like, she does what she wants, like my younger sister. But my older 3 siblings, I don't know if Nolan's going to have kids with his current fiance/girlfriend. They're going to get engaged sometime. I mean, I know it. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if they want kids. But I know that Ben and Gina don't want kids. And Nolan, like I said, I don't know. Colleen, it's up for debate. She's 3 years younger than me. I don't know. But for me, I'm the only one who definitely wants kids.
You'd make a good mom.
Thank you.
You'd make a good mother.
Oh, thank you. I try.
I think you look after, you do definitely have this
nurturing
maternal vibe to you.
I think I do too. And I think it's like, you know, you fuck up as a parent no matter what.
You're gonna.
You have to.
I remember not an excuse, but I remember a reason as to why a lot of my friends that are already parents would ask me if I wanted kids, and I would say no. They would say why, and I would say I'm not ready, nor do I think I will ever be ready as of the near future. And they would say, you're never going to be ready.
Well, yes and no. I agree and disagree. Like, I think that I agree in the sense that, yes, okay, they're right. Like, once they had kids, I'm sure they realized, take a step back, Kate. Okay, so, like, for me, I've known for a while I want kids. I don't feel like I'm ready because I'm not financially stable. I don't fully feel comfortable in my mental state right now in terms of, like, I want to get more therapy. I want to be solid as a person. And I don't like the living situation I'm in right now for a child. So I think it's everyone's own niche. Am I ready or not? Mm-hmm. In terms of what situation they're willing to raise a kid in or not. Now, in terms of actually having the kid, yeah, I can say, okay, I have a house, I have a stable income, I'm ready to have a kid, I have a partner, I don't have a partner, I'm ready to get inseminated, la, la, la. And then I have the kid and I'm like, whoa, having a kid and planning on having a kid are two separate things. Mm-hmm. But that does not mean that feeling like, okay, I'm ready to have a kid and I don't want to have a kid. That's not the same thing.
Yeah. Interesting take on it that I've not heard.
You know, and then like, of course, when you have a kid, you're never ready to have a kid.
Yeah.
No one can prepare for that. It's like someone dying. You can't prepare for that.
I love that comparison.
But what I can say is you feeling like, okay, I think I'm ready, or finding out you're pregnant and you're like, okay, I'm going to do this. Yeah. That's a different mindset than saying, I can't do this.
Yeah. Yes, because when push comes to shove, and if you love your child enough, which you will, you're gonna find a way.
Absolutely, you're gonna figure it out. I grew up poor, and I still love my parents. Like, come on, you figure it out. You always do. People always do. No matter what, just know everything's gonna be okay, even if it doesn't seem like it. But there's a big difference in those mindsets of saying like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it, and no, I cannot do this, I know I can't do this, or I don't know if I can do this, I'm so scared right now. There's very distinct mindset differences.
But if it happens outside of your control, which it does.
Yes, it totally. And I'm talking about that too. It's like if it happens and you're like, fuck it, fine,
I'm going to have this kid.
It's going to happen. If you're like dead set, you're like, no. Those are very different mindsets. Mm-hmm. And then actually having the child and being like, fuck. You know, that's a very different mindset too.
Yeah. No, regardless of how much advice you receive.
There is nothing that can prepare you for parenthood. But also at the same time, you should not be forced into parenthood because people tell you, well, no one really knows what to do when they're a parent. That's not the end all be all.
Yeah.
You know, accidents happen, but really knowing you're not ready, that's not an accident. Mm-hmm. And that's all I got to say about that.
And this is stuff for people around our age.
Yeah.
That we think about, you know? It's a thing. Well, thank you for sharing your thoughts on that.
Yeah.
With that note, do you want to do an improv scene?
Yeah.
I already love this episode. I knew this was going to be a really good episode. I've been trying to have you on the podcast for the longest time.
By the way, my name is Alejandro.
Your name is not Alejandro.
My name is Alejandro. I lost a lot of weight, and I also became short and white, and
and you're not wearing sunglasses.
Not wearing sunglasses,
and your voice is very high.
I'm actually like, this is me. That's why I wear the sunglasses.
When you take it off, you turn into this completely different person.
I didn't want to tell you guys. I'm so embarrassed about it. Don't look at me right now,
guys. The grand reveal.
This is me.
Cry on command. Do it. Cry on command.
I can't. I can stop crying on demand.
You could spill seltzer on your face.
Oh, I did earlier. Wait, just clip that in now.
Okay, future Christian, do that. All right.
Wait. Yeah. No, it's not going to happen. Are you really going to try? I'm going to try.
All right, let's try. Let's try to both cry.
Okay. Just like say something like really sad to me.
My mom.
No, say something like think of like Dobby dying, or like
Dobby, the elf from Harry Potter.
Everyone was like, that made me cry. I don't know, like
Dobby dies? I don't know. I didn't finish Harry Potter. I got to the beginning of Order of the Phoenix. Dude, you just spoiled that for me. Dobby dies?
If this is real, I'm so elated.
It is so real. Why are you cackling? That's fucked up.
That is so funny.
That is not funny. I love Dobby.
Dobby's dead, bitch.
Do you know how often I weirdly think of Dobby?
I want to dress my dog up as Dobby because she low-key does look like Dobby, and I want to dress up as Lucius Malfoy and put a fucking pillowcase over her and a sock on her foot.
What does that mean? mean?
Dobby wore a pillowcase as an outfit and had a sock on his foot.
Just one sock. Do you remember? Like there's an illustration of Dobby in the book.
Yes.
And so we had a visual representation. Anyway, I'm upset.
Wait, let me try to cry on command. Okay, I need to think of something like really fucking sad.
Dobby dying.
Not really. That's not that sad.
Okay, here I'm gonna tell you sad things as you try to cry.
Okay.
Foot fetishes. Just think about.
That's not sad. That man was giving us like real hard facts about his life. That's not sad.
He's so dope for that.
I love him.
He's great.
I love him.
Yeah.
What foot
I would
fetish
introduce you to him, but he'd probably suck on
Please.
your toes.
Oh, I have really small feet. That makes sense.
Yeah, but you don't have French tips.
No.
Then you're.
I'm safe. No.
Kind of safe.
Blah.
I don't know. You're.
Wait, stop. Let me try to cry. No, I can't. I'm
I know you're smiling this entire time.
I'm giggling too much about the fucking foot
let's just fucking do the improv scene.
Fucking do the improv scene.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it can't be that bad.
Can't be that bad. My name is Alejandra.
Your name is Kate Pursley. That's a block. I shouldn't block you. I should just yes and that.
No, my name is Kate Hope Pursley, a.k.a. Alejandro, behind the glasses.
Kate, honey, have a seat, please.
Okay, I'm sitting down now.
You've told me that in this relationship that you want communication.
I do.
You want me to express my frustrations, my likes, dislikes, so on and so forth. And here I am doing it in the living room of our house.
I'm surprised you didn't wait till we got to the kitchen.
I just couldn't.
We always talk in the kitchen.
And that's why we always fight in the kitchen. But now in the living room, let's live. Look at me. Look at me.
I'm looking.
Look at me. No, you keep looking at the kitchen.
I know. I want to go to the kitchen.
No, we're going to stay here.
Okay.
I am here to tell you that I have a knee fetish.
Don't say this
I have
to
a knee
me.
fetish.
My dad had a knee fetish.
And that's like an Oedipus complex type of thing, but reverse because it's your dad and not my mom. But I'm into knees. When I saw you at the club in downtown Sacramento last year,
Yeah.
you were wearing that miniskirt that came just below your knees.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you started throwing ass on the floor and put your hands up, and your skirt went above. Yes. What was that song? Shorty got them apple bottom jeans, boots on forever.
The whole club was looking at her.
The whole club was looking at you.
What?
Me, because your knees were showing.
Okay.
And I was into it.
But like, I've known, I'm going to say something honest since we're in the living room and not the kitchen.
Yeah.
I've known for a while that you had this fetish.
Why didn't you say anything?
Because I didn't want it to be real.
The amount of times we've fooled around and your knees are just flailing in the air.
You start sucking on them.
Yes, I guess that's an obvious tell that I had.
I didn't want to say anything.
I mean, what? Why didn't you want to?
Because I wanted you to say it to me. I wanted you to feel comfortable with me.
And here I am, comfortable enough to tell you I have a knee fetish. I'm going to yell to the world. I have a knee fetish. I have a knee fetish.
2 years in, you haven't said a word.
You haven't said a word about your fetish. I know what it is.
Stop it. Don't bring it up.
I know what it is.
Don't bring it up.
I know that when we fuck, you look at my ears.
Don't say it.
With intent.
I can't help it. You have symmetrical lobes.
And I get it. People have pee-pee stuff and poo-poo stuff, and it's not that, but you turn my face around like an animal, and you just blow in my ear like it's a balloon. like I'm a fucking airhead.
That's not the only thing I do, okay?
All
and
right,
also,
you say
I
it.
ignore the knee thing.
Say
I
it.
ignore that I
Say
like
it.
sucking on your asymmetrical lobes.
Yeah, you suck on that thing. You do. You do.
Your left ear is my favorite, okay?
I thought they're symmetrical. Why is the left your favorite?
It has more charisma.
That's a trait. That's a personality trait that you're giving to.
I can't help but know their names.
Say their names.
Reginald.
Oh, yeah, that's
Lefty.
Right. Reginald and Lefty, yeah. Yeah, okay. We named it Reginald because it's the right ear. The R, yeah. And then Lefty because for obvious reasons.
I know you have a favorite knee.
I do.
Say it.
It's the left one.
I fucking knew it.
Because it's covered in slobber by the time we're done.
Loretta.
Mhm.
That's her name.
Loretta, and the other one is Roger.
Right, baby?
Yeah.
Don't act like you are better than me.
I'm not. I'm communicating so that
Are you? You're not really communicating. You're just giving me shit.
I'm not giving you shit. I'm just saying, girl, if you want some of this ear action, tell me. But don't fill me up with all
This
your
was
oxygen.
a long, backwards-ass conversation
You're right.
to get me onto your ears.
Just,
Are you sure you're into knees or are you into ears?
I'm into both, baby. I'm into both. So while I suck on your knees, blow in my ears, please.
I knew it. I knew it.
All right. Shall we move to the bedroom and start doing what we're supposed to do?
I think we need to put away dinner first.
You really want to go in the kitchen? And scene. That was an interesting improv scene. And if anyone here's listening,
Please, no, we don't care if you have a fetish.
yeah, no, if you do have a knee fetish and you like sucking
Go
on
for it.
knees,
I did have an ex who liked me sucking on their ears.
that's a thing. That's not too uncommon.
That's not uncommon.
Yeah, no,
though.
like ears is just like they're very
Ears is
sensitive. It's a very sensitive thing.
like, yeah.
Yeah, but if you're blowing into someone's ear, like
Oh man, he never liked that. He liked me licking his ears.
that's a thing, and that's not a fetish. I think that's truly like
I
a
think
pretty
that's a
normal
thing.
thing. It's a thing.
I would say it's a little bit of fetish.
No, why do you not like your ears getting like touched at all during the thing?
Not really, but also I've never been with I've been with like a couple of dudes. They didn't like it.
Really?
He asked for it.
Like
I didn't
like
mind.
a full ear suck, a full lobe suck.
Yeah.
So you were speaking out of truth in that
Yeah.
improv scene.
No.
Wow, that's acting. That's acting, lady. Wow. Okay. Well, I think it's about that time that we end this. We've been going on for a while. Didn't even realize. But
we did it.
This was so much fun.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, is there anything that you want to plug? I know you're not super duper deep into social media, but if there's anything you're doing, let the people know. 20-sided stories is something that, yes.
We both do 20-sided stories. Junk drawer.
Junk drawer, 20-sided stories.
Junk drawer.
But also pirates.
Yeah.
The pirate season is out.
Oh yeah, pirates. It's a from 20-sided stories. It's pirates at the public domain. I play Una, who is a pirate, and I play a cabinet boy named Squee.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. Cool. Check that out. That's on
Yeah.
all platforms where you catch your podcasts and whatnot. It's if you're into tabletop RPGs, it is a high quality tabletop RPG podcast.
For real.
Done by Sage and many of our friends from Dragon Viper Cobra.
Yeah.
But anything else?
Not really.
Okay. Well, till next time, and there will be a
Till
next
then,
time.
there will.
Baddies, you guys know where to find me. Christian Has Asthma on all social media platforms.
same.
ICBTB podcast on all social media platforms. ICBTB.com. Hit me up. I got stickers. If you want me to drop you off a sticker, I might be selling them in packs. But if you want them for free, hit me up right now while they last.
Find me at Kate's Confused on Instagram. That's it.
That's it. All right, y'all. Take it easy. And bye.
Can't be that bad, oh, it can't be that bad, oh. that bad.